Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, today's top 5 list is my 5 favorite teachers that I was blessed to have. Now, I want to stress this. I've actually attended 5 schools. Turns out that I have picked a teacher from each of those schools which I attended. And these really are in no particular order, except the number 1 teacher. My number 5 all-time favorite teacher is Sister Helen, my 5th and 6th grade teacher at St. Cecilia. And it wasn't because like we were chummy, it's just that she was a really good teacher. She challenged me because I was the smartest kid in the class, and I disappointed her. This is funny. At the end of my 6th grade year, we were supposed to write a little essay of what did we like most about the year. I'm not kidding you. I wrote a 1-word answer, recess. It apparently broke her heart. She even called my mom and dad to complain about it, that it hurt her feelings. I felt awful. But I'm like, come on, I was a 6th grader. I might have been smart, but recess was my favorite. Somebody that I passed up on this list was Miss Desmond. She's my 3rd grade teacher. She was smoking hot. That would have been like in the early 1970s. She wore these really short dresses, and all the boys in our class really liked Miss Desmond. But anyway, that's that. I also had a crush on a nun. When I was a 2nd grade there, I had a crush on the principal, Sister David Marie, who also taught. How many little boys get crushes on nuns? I admit it, I did. She was pretty. All right, number 4, all-time favorite teacher, Marty Yulesman. This is a funny story. Marty Yulesman, who became my friend, and then we even did a little radio show on 55 KRC on Sunday afternoons together. Marty Yulesman, by the way, is a big Democrat, big liberal, but he's a good guy. He taught me 2 courses in law school, criminal law and professional responsibility. You can't make this up. 2 of my 4 A's in law school were criminal law and professional responsibility. By the way, they grade them blind, so they don't know who you are. I like to throw that out at the KBA. I got an A in professional responsibility. Marty Yulesman, number 4. Number 3, all-time favorite teacher, Andy Holman at Covington Latin School. He taught history. He taught trigonometry. Andy Holman was a cool dude. He's one of these guys that wore round glasses, was really cool. You could tell he was probably a hippie in his day. Andy Holman was a good guy. Now, some others that I passed up were Thomas Backer, who was also a pretty good history teacher, but since he didn't pick Kevin Rendry and I for the tennis team, screw you, Dr. Backer. I'm just teasing. I like Dr. Backer. Number 2, all-time favorite teacher. You know, it all starts in the beginning, right? Patsy Wagner at Kitten Elementary. God bless her soul. She passed a few years back. This made me feel good. Patsy Wagner used to go around telling everybody that she was my 1st grade teacher. She was proud of having me in the 1st grade. By the way, I remember being in the 1st grade and I was reading at the 2nd and 3rd grade reading level, so we had to form a little special group. But Patsy Wagner got me started on my educational path. And last but not least, my number 1 favorite teacher of all time, and he really was Professor Raymond A. Bear, who was the department head of history when I was there at Thomas More College. Ray A. Bear grabbed your attention. He was one of those teachers. He filled up the blackboard with his writing. He made history come alive. He taught me a lot. Like, for example, I used to write everything down. It used to drive him crazy. When I did a test, I wanted to make sure. He said, focus, focus, focus. But the other thing that Dr. A. Bear taught us, and I remember this, is he said, one of the things you learn about history is where the other guy's coming from. In other words, if you know your history, you know where the other side's coming from. Think about that. Russia, China, so forth and so on. So that's my top 5 teachers of all time. Roger, did you have a favorite teacher that you'd like to throw in here?
No, but I was thinking about top 5 favorite school pranks I pulled.
School pranks?
Oh, yeah. You want to hear one?
Go ahead.
Okay. We used to notice at lunchtime when you would take your trays up that the garbage disposal would jam up with like chicken bones and things like that. So what we do is we not eat our mashed potatoes, and we would put like pennies and chicken bones and all that, and it would back up all the trays. They'd stack up, and the women would have to take this big crowbar and just bang it. One day I got caught, and man, did I catch hell at home for the cost.
What was the name of this school?
I went to Mount Healthy North Junior High before we moved out to Westchester.
All right.
And so it's gone now. They tore the school down, but that was one of my top 5 favorite pranks. So I want to hear any of your. Did you pull any pranks in school?
Yes, when I was a junior, I did all the time. You have to remember, in grade school, I got U's in conduct and straight A's.
Oh, that was me.
In Latin school, I got detention more than anybody else in my class, except I think Gary Whittle. One of the things that I did is when we were juniors, we snuck in the senior lounge. We took a Swiss Army knife, stuck it into a Pepsi can, busted it out so it leaked, so there was just only air. So we jammed up the Pepsi machine by having an empty Pepsi can that was blocking it. I did a few things like that.
Those are my favorites.
I didn't kill anybody though.
No, I never did anything nasty, mean. I mean, we did things like I got it. Oh, this one I got a.
Come on, we gotta wrap this up.
Teacher's phone number, and we pranked her at home, and she did a tracer on her phone line. Found out it was my buddy's house.
Well, at least it was your buddy's house. Thank you, Roger.
Not me.
All right, that's been the Bulldog's top 5 favorite teachers of all time. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.